Yeah.
Yeah. So what can you say about being coached? You said you had an executive coach come like
Yeah,
before
I've had
you
2.
were to
I had
this.
2. I had sort of that like, learning how to survive in a slightly different environment at Boston Pizza, particularly around communications. And then when I made the move from VP to CMO, that sort of big career
Yeah.
transition, I had another awesome coach that really helped.
What was it about that coach? Like what did you experience?
It's I guess it's having somebody sort of create the space and ask the questions to help you sort of illuminate your own path forward, paired with its own version of like an accountability framework where it was like I had these really intense conversations and self-exploration. I mean, if I think about the VP to CMO, they also had the context of the organization, and they coached a number of other people within the organization. So they kind of knew the playing field, and they were able to ask questions that helped me build sort of connections. And then that monthly connect, like I felt I was really driven to be successful in the role and to really be ready to to create those markers in time against progress and plans. So I don't know, it was those two things together that I mean, I find it hard to believe left to my own devices I would have been able to create a plan, or maybe it's a point of view and a plan that would have built that much momentum that quickly. It's
Yeah,
fun. There. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just the way that you described that has me thinking like, is there any other person in our lives who can partner with us in that way in such a specific objective? Like, yeah, or your relationship partner maybe is there for the journey, or your boss or your colleagues are there to support and collaborate with your progress. But it's just that partnering of that accountability once a month, and they're really interested in, like you said, the markers of your progress.
Yeah. It's a really good question. I I think there's a benefit to having someone one step removed, right? Like even and I feel this as a boss or when I'm having coach like conversations, with my boss that there are so many objectives and mandates and priorities that are held within those discussions across both sides. Um, I didn't even think about it like with like significant others, right? It's so layered and emotional. And I do think there's a benefit to having and feeling the purity of somebody who's leaning in just for you. Um, and not being as involved in the day to day, maybe understanding the context, but not having the same vested interest in these things. Um, that there's something about that allows them to hold a slightly different space, and I think that there's something in that I think is really important.
Yeah, I think for me, that bottom line is that the coach doesn't need anything from you,
Yeah, yeah, well said.
right? That like letting go of that gives you so much room to explore your ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hang on. Yeah, sort of might explain why there's been very little coach like discussion with my significant other. Yeah, no,
I don't recommend it
yeah,
personally.
yeah.
It's not the best coaching.
Acknowledgements, yes.